Hello? I forgot there was no intro. I'm waiting for my. Oh, look at this. Falling apart. Falling apart. It's all falling apart right at the beginning. I was going to say I was waiting for my Donnie and Marie. I'm waiting for my Sonny and Cher music at the beginning. Wrong channel. All right, let me say hello to all of you. I'm sorry, I am 3 minutes late. I was setting something else up. I always have this laptop here, and then I put it higher up because I'm always looking down. So I put it a little bit higher up. I'm still off to the side. And then I just had the brainchild that maybe if I download another browser. So I downloaded a different browser onto my computer because for some reason with StreamYard, you guys weren't able to hear the audio when I was on another tab. So I'm thinking a whole nother browser might work. If not, I've got my laptop here and we will open it up and use it. I also have my phone. I mean, we have 2 backups. All right, let me see who's here. Looks like lots of people already. Chat is happening. Hello. Hi, Lynn. Good evening, all. Please be nice to each other. Watch the language and no politics. See everyone at 7. Whoop, whoop, or a minute or 2 afterwards. All right. Thank you for being here, Lynn. And thank you so much for moderating. I appreciate you. Get your adult beverages ready. When the accent changes or she mixes her English and Spanglish, take a shot. We might be drinking a lot. I have a sneaking suspicion based on episode 1. Valadia, hello. Good to see you. Shanna Banana's here. Hi, Shanna Banana. I don't know what time this comes on in Texas, but it's on right now. I mean, this is on right now. The actual show was on back on Sunday. Joni, good to see you. Excuse me, I am sick. This is one of those illnesses. I really suffered a lot on Monday, which is really the first day it hit me. So I thought it was just sort of like, boom, it hits you and then you get better. But I'm realizing this is one of those colds you get where you get a new symptom every couple of days. I'm praying I don't get a sore throat. I don't like sore throats, although it might help with my diet because I'm kind of going in the opposite direction of what I'm supposed to be doing. So maybe I should get a sore throat. Anyway, today it's the runny nose. So I might be hitting the mute button because I am prepared with my tissues. Blowing my nose all through classes today. All right. Okay. Wendy's front yard is here. Hi, Wendy. Hillary was even worse this episode. Oh, great. Trying to convince everyone that her and kids are true victims in this story. It's just unbelievable. Mama Squirrel's here. Hello. Good to see you. Denise. Hi, Denise. Welcome. Okay. All right, let's get going. Oh, everyone's chatting back and forth. I don't want to miss anything. Dorothy, hello, Dorothy. Good to see you. Hi, Dorothy was number 6, hitting the like button. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. When you guys hit the like button, let me know what number you were. And if I see it, I will shout you out. I don't always see them, but when I do see it, I'll shout you out. I may not always click on it, but I'll shout you out. Okay. All right. Oh, enjoying watching something other than Sister Wives. There you go. I've missed you, Jenny. Aw, that's so sweet of you, Denise. Thank you. Thank you. I miss not being with you guys. So it's interesting because there's a lot of similarities with Sister Wives in terms of personalities of Rob and Cody and Haria and Alec. So we'll see. And as you can see, today I am Janita, if you will. Janita, you can call me. Sometimes people call me Janita. Sometimes people call me just Jenny, but Janita is really what my grandmother called me back in the day. Janita. Okay. All right. It's nice to have a different topic. Yes. Janita. Yes. Different topic. Yeah, sometimes it's nice. It's like a palate cleanser in the worst way, but also in a good way because it's still funny. Number 8, Pineapple Detective. Whoop, whoop. Thanks for hitting the like button. Okay. So let me pull this up and see if it works. Fingers crossed. I know I'll hear it. So you guys let me know. In fact, let me go backwards a little bit. I'm a little scared. When I downloaded, this is Microsoft Edge, and I use Chrome on this computer. When I downloaded it, I hit no, don't sync, don't sync, don't sync. I didn't want anything to sync to anything else that I had. I'm like, no, don't sync it with my Chrome. Don't sync it. Don't add this. Don't do that. I just want it to be, I don't want to register. I want to do nothing, just download it. And I want to just go in TLC and hit play. And I figured that was my safest way of getting it to work. And then when I went to the show, it started right after the commercials, which is where I had it synced to in Chrome. And I'm like, how did it know that? I said, don't sync anything, which means it didn't listen. It doesn't listen to you. Just so you guys know, when you tell it not to do something, it's probably doing it anyway. I'm telling you, AI is just going to take over our world. A little scary. So we'll see. I thought that was my best bet of getting all this to work, but we'll see. Okay. Tell me if you can hear this. Let me go back even more. Okay. Because I know I'm like a minute or two behind you guys. Okay. There we go.
The thing about emergency medicine, you never know what you're going to get. I need help here!
Even though you do everything right, you don't always get what you hope for.
The Pit, streaming exclusively on Max.
Even Hilaria didn't set out to have 7 kids.
No.
All right. I gotta play. Let me know if you can hear this.
What are you doing with that ball?
The past few years have been the hardest and most complicated that we have yet to experience.
Previews going, or last episode. Can you hear any of that?
We're going through some very stressful things, and we're trying to parent through it. All we can do is do our best and try to make our kids
Yay! Super! So then I can look up like I'm looking at you guys more, because I can look at my computer, not down at my laptop. Yay! I'm so happy. Shayna Banana. Yes, I am Janita. I am Janita for today. Just today. Maybe tomorrow too. I don't know.
And I get a little bit of coffee. Then we go to the pantry.
What you doing?
I'm making face masks.
And what's the concept about it?
This.
Oh my gosh, I gotta hit pause. The pajamas, I assume these are, that Hillary is wearing are so short. Her shirt barely covers her tush. This is so inappropriate. Like, this is inappropriate if the neighbors came over to visit, but she is blasting this on national television. Just saying. Okay, I was like, whoa, put on pants. You forgot. You just put half your clothes on. That's just your shirt. Okay. I'm all for wearing just a big shirt, but like, it's too short. Too short. Okay. Gonna continue going.
Give me that.
Okay, I'm learning. I want to know about it.
Okay, so we put honey.
So what does the honey do?
I don't know. It just said stuff that's good for your face when I Googled it. So.
The kids are off school. It's summer break. And Carmen, age-wise, she's not in the day camp. She very much is like little mommy in some ways. Is this for your face or Daddy's face?
Both of ours.
Oh, you're going to do Oh, that's so cute. You guys are going to do it at the same time? But she's a kid. And we need to remind her that she's a kid. I mean, she worries and worries and worries.
This should be lip and eye mask. And that will put on my face.
Okay.
Actually, this is just for lips because Dad has really small lips, but they're wide. So, for this.
What is it like being the oldest of 7 kids?
I love it, but I hate it because oldest means like
Carmen
you're
is 10.
sort of kind of like parenting them with your parents, but at the same time, I like get to go out to dinner with my parents. I get to stay up later, which is fun until but my siblings, they get more attention. Dad! Oh, Dad!
Yes, I'm right here.
Where? But I'm definitely my
Oh
dad's
my
favorite.
gosh.
It changes every day.
We had to see the back of her walking up the
He's
stairs.
very like
This is such an
he's
inappropriate.
funny sometimes, like 40% of the time, 60% of the time. He's like, "Well, back in my day,
This
His
kid's
true
cute.
lips, your really tiny ones.
Okay, no. Carmen, do me a favor.
Up. Oh, come on.
Carmen, would you
Dad,
refrain
dad, dad.
from making unpleasant comments about me while we do this, okay?
All right, I'm going.
Stay here in case she puts like some bird poop on my face.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go
First, we're gonna do facial spray on you. Actually, no, let's cleanse your face first.
We gotta go to New Mexico because Alec has to go in trial, and we don't know what's gonna happen. He could go to prison for a long time, so he wants to be there for as many moments as possible.
No, ew, no, that's you could have lice. So now let's put this coffee scrub on your face. Go like this.
So
What am I
cute,
doing?
the adult.
Putting coffee scrub on your face.
I don't want coffee on my face.
Yes, you do, because then you're gonna be younger.
I must say that because my relationship with my daughter Ireland was so negatively impacted by my divorce from her mother and having a very protracted custody battle, that the media really were having a party about everything. Went on for 7 years, of which the financials were probably a year and a half, and then everything else was custody. Just insanity. And really, really tough. One of my most regrettable things about the whole thing was how it affected Ireland. But Ireland is grown. She's 28 years old. I have a good relationship with her. She loves the kids. I mean, she's very sweet to them, and she's their older sister, but she's not in that pack. What am I going to do? Am I going to go blind?
Yes.
Well, yeah, she could be their parent.
This is why I think I'm so focused on Carmen and I want to have a good relationship with Carmen, because I have a girl all over again.
Now we're gonna leave that for a little bit. Just keep your mouth shut. This is how you get him to shut up. Just put stuff on his mouth that he doesn't want to eat. Exfoliate all those like 66 years of not washing your face. And this is gonna also go under your eye bags. You sound like an orca when you do that.
Carmen was an only child for 2 years, and boy, she really wishes she can go on a time machine and go back to the good old days when it was just Carmen.
Dad, your anniversary is coming up with Mom, isn't it?
Yep.
What are you gonna do? I assume you're gonna hang out with me and Mom this entire anniversary,
Yes,
since it's
I'd love that. This is our 12th anniversary.
no, it's not. I've been alive for 11 years this year.
We got married in 2012. Every minute I spent around her, I thought she was a very special person, and she still is the most special person I've ever met in my life.
What was I gonna do?
Can you give me a facelift? Do you know how to do that?
Facelift?
Yeah.
I need
You
to
get
do that on
behind
the
me, pull
thread.
my skin, you put your foot in the back of my skull, and you go, and they tie in a big balloon knot in the back. Can you do that? Okay, that's okay. Ow!
You still look 66.
Okay, that was step one. We'll go do a couple more steps later on.
Doesn't he look like a pretty pony?
Can I tell you something? I was
I love
gonna
you,
come in.
Carmen.
Hold on, let me take a good look. I was gonna come in and I was gonna
The
say
coffee
it looks
thing that she
great
did.
no matter what, but it actually does look really good. You're like
She scrubbed my face
you're
with coffee beans.
glowing. You look good. Okay, now make a nice face. Okay, scared face. Happy face. Oh, Carmen has the same thing for every single one. He's such a good dad. He's had to go through a lot of things, and being a good dad and like coming out and like, you know what, I'm gonna have my moments, but I'm gonna steer back to being a good dad. It's beautiful to watch my children have that warm and fuzzy
Hi, Sherry.
feeling, especially now.
Yeah.
You look good. I love it. Hey guys, wait. I need to carry them in.
Hey,
Yeah, you want to carry something because you're so helpful? Come on.
What are we waiting
Oh my gosh. She like rolls up all her shorts.
It's 5 o'clock. Where's the pizza?
Pizza's ruined!
The pizza's what?
Ruined!
How?
Okay. Go carry that to the table.
What's happening to you, Leo?
That'll be the special pizza.
Why? Somebody dropped it. Did they drop it?
Oh, yeah, you got that.
Did they drop it?
Um,
My wife knows that the pizza I like best is a pizza that's thrown down a flight of stairs before you get it. Now there it is. I can't wait.
okay, 1 second. You want one too? Okay, 1 second.
What is this? Like a bear who took a salmon out of the water.
Right, Joni?
Hey, you got your lollipop? Come on, bud. We're gonna go inside and get cleaned up.
Alex's trial in New Mexico is coming up. And that's a scary thing to go through, especially when you have 7 kids right behind you that you're supposed to maneuver through everything. It's a very difficult thing. So we're deciding, do I go with Alec or do I stay with the kids? I love that you and I are both completely covered in tomato sauce.
I love this shirt.
I know, but you know what's so
hurt.
great? It's
I'm
washable. It's so washable. You don't
I
have
just
to worry
love this
about it.
shirt.
I know, but it's great. You can still love it as soon as
It's
it
from a
goes to
clothing
wash.
company that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, you know what? It's good that we have soap and water.
Carolyn Company, one of the great old clothing stores there in Los Angeles. Some of the greatest shirts I've ever worn.
So they're just talking about shirts.
You never laugh at my stuff, do you?
I'm laughing, but if I laughed out loud, I just would be so tired. I'm in my power save mode. I don't know if it's called that. It's like something like that. Power save
Low
mode.
power mode.
Low power mode. I'm in my low power mode.
Your anniversary is happening right before the trial. Does it make your marriage and your anniversary more meaningful that you're going through these things together?
I think in some ways,
Dumb question.
yes, because I don't know what my life is going to look like a week from now, and it's hard. It's hard sometimes, but I think like any relationship or most relationships, you go through some dark periods, and the question is, do you work together and you grow together, or do you go separate ways? We've had bad moments, but we have found our foundation. We're solid and we're here together.
So I'm leaving Monday to LA. I have to work for like 3 days. Years ago, when I would go to work acting, it was new, so it was thrilling. I was thrilled. I was gratified just to be chosen. I was getting jobs, and I was like, wow, yeah. And then once I met you, we had the kids. I'm like, oh God, I just want to stay home.
Right, but that's also been something, not just because of the kids, but that's also been something because of the past few years.
I'm sorry, I'm not
There
updating.
was a period all this last year when I'd lay in bed and I'd think, I don't want to get out of bed. I'd think to myself, my children are downstairs having breakfast. The last year was the year which I think that they noticed I was really, really down. But the person that saved me was my wife, because she got up. And there's times she didn't want to either, but she did. See, that's the difference. I feel so lucky that I have you. I have you as my partner.
The past few years have been very, hard. And it's important that we keep on going and keep on working.
Opportunities for jobs have been so few and far between.
She needs the money. It's
A lot of
important we
people-
keep
a lot
on
of people
going,
cut my
keep
throat.
on
A
working.
lot of people cut my throat in my business. I mean, they were like, hey, gone. Whatever that word is, ghosting. They just took off. They disappeared.
When you go and you do this, gratitude. I'm grateful for work. I'm grateful for every single job. That is a kind thing. Somebody wants to have you
I'm
there.
accepting the work already.
Right. And I'm grateful that you go. I'm grateful that you go because you're taking care of our family.
I experienced a reversal of fortune in terms of my business and the media. I've accepted the fact that I can't be as finicky and as picky as I've always been.
And I know that this next month is going to be really hard.
It will be.
I want you to know that we prefer when you're here. Only
Let's
because
end on that note.
you're not alone.
I know I'm not alone. I know.
It says 8 days until the trial. 7 days until trial.
Ew, that's been like.
Okay, that was weird.
Leo, lay down. Because I'm going to put your eardrops.
Burt's Bees boosted balm.
And now a commercial.
Moisturizes with a splash of
Okay.
color that
TLC, this is bizarre.
kiss from a June cherry.
Let me.
Burt's Bees boosted balms vitamin core moisturizes with a splash of color that blossom that lasted a while. Yeah, feels kind of like that.
It's not letting me
Burt's
turn
Bees,
off the
a
volume.
wonder. Burt's Bees
TLC,
rescue
I don't
liquor
like it when you do
moisturizes
this.
and adds a hint of flavor, so it feels like if a waterfall of golden honey rescued your lips. Crisis averted. Yeah, feels kind of like that. Burt's Bees.
See if the next commercial will.
Oh, pizza!
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay. Tony Bennett impression. They are boring. They really are kind of boring. Can't imagine how Ireland feels watching this. Yeah, that is sad. And I agree with you. And they said that on the last episode too. He keeps saying how many kids. I have 7 kids. I have 7 kids. And I'm like, 8. You have 8 kids. Just say it. 8 kids, but 7 of them running around here. Like, it's very Cody Brown. This is like some of those parallels that I'm talking about. Crazy. And his blaming Kim, his ex-wife, for the disconnect of his relationship with Ireland. No. No matter what you were going through with your ex-wife, it was your responsibility to see to it that you kept a good relationship with your daughter. It's all on you, Alec, all on you. So again, throwing blame where it doesn't belong, deflecting, not taking responsibility, and that's largely because of the rotten phone call that all of America heard him say when he called his daughter a pig. Wasn't it a fat pig? Didn't he call her a fat pig? I think he did. She was like 13 or something like that at the time. It was horrible. The worst time that you could say something like that to a child, too, when they're the most vulnerable and impressionable and self-conscious and horrible. And I love how Hillary's like, it's all right. Like, but we keep going and we keep working. We, again, just like Robin Brown saying what we do in the family. But we keep going and we keep working. I don't know if we are working. Don't think so. But this is her pushing him. We will take any job that is presented to us because we have gotten accustomed to a certain way of living, and we need to maintain that. Got it, Alec? Keep working. All right. The show is back on now. This looks like they are in their beautiful Hampton home now. Wouldn't this be nice? This is very interesting. Okay. In the opening, there was a huge, probably, I don't know, 8 by 4 foot huge color painting, I think it was, of Hillary. And like her head and her hair blowing in the wind, I think it was. It went by pretty quickly. I didn't like study it, but I just remember being jarred by it because it was pretty white. And then there was this huge picture painting of her over the mantle. Could you imagine if it'd be so funny if I even said to my husband, if I came home, like somebody did this painting of me, my face, and I'm going to put it in the living room over the fireplace mantle for all to see. She has 7 children and she's married and she has just herself over this fireplace mantle. Okay. If that wasn't crazy enough, and I saw that before this started, actually didn't catch it this time around, but I had to take a picture of something to use as the thumbnail. So I had at the beginning of the show, just like was trying to look for a good place to stop just to get a still shot. I'm sure there's a better picture thumbnail of a representation of this episode, but theirs was just her poolside with 2 kids. And I'm like, plus you have TLC logo stuff around it and everything. Okay. But I have it frozen right now. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'll have to talk about the fact that she has herself so big in this painting, colorful painting in the living room. We are now in the Hampton home. All white, walls and all white fireplace again. Above the fireplace, this time it's not just Hilaria. It is her and it's kind of hard to see because it's small. 1, 2, 3 of her children. Okay, still not her husband. Still not all the kids. She is what looks like sitting in a bed and is looking at a child and has one child on either side of her. So she's got 3 children. It's kind of like a black and white in a frame that takes up the whole fireplace mantle. And then a couple jars on either side. And then we can see one side wall. Guess what? It's Hillary. Again. I can't tell what it is. It looks like she's sleeping again. It looks like she has a cover and her head is laying down and it's like this much of her. Talk about a narcissist. My goodness, this woman loves herself. I mean, it's comical. It's like a spoof almost. Unbelievable how many pictures of herself she has. They're a family of 9. And of the 9, she's in 3 of the photos, and 3 of the other 9 are each in 1 of the photos. And nobody's in any of the other ones of the walls that I've seen so far. Craziness. Crazy. All right. Cody, this is what old man hair is supposed to look like. That is true. That is true. Back in the day, I thought Alex and Steven were both good looking. I did too. I haven't seen Steven in forever. I don't know what he looks like now. Steven had a bigger smile. And he smiled more. So he seemed happier. Did you ever see Steven on the show, The Mole? There was a show called The Mole that like my family loved. And then they had Celebrity Mole. And I bought the DVD for my kids for Christmas one year as a surprise once I found out it existed. This was probably a decade ago that I bought the DVD. I've got it somewhere in my house. I could watch it again because I don't remember. I'll be honest, I know who the final 2 people are, but I couldn't even tell you which one actually won. My kids might remember. It would be fun to watch that again. Do we have a DVD player? I think we do. Okay. But he was good on that show way back when. And then I don't know how old that show was. It was a few years old as it was. That was the last time I saw Stephen Baldwin. All right. Here comes the victim card. Yeah, we're getting it already. Oh, I haven't missed much. We're at the trial tabloids. No, you're right, Shanna Banana. This is only episode 2. Last week was the first time we covered it. So we're only the 2nd episode in covering this. I lived in New York City when he was in his prime, and I heard horror stories about his behavior. His brothers were also obnoxious. He really thought he was God's gift to women. Gosh, I could see that. I totally see that. Joni, are you the one that sat next to him on the airplane and said he was really obnoxious? I vacuumed today. Do I get a reality show? He threatened someone just a couple weeks ago? Seriously? Still hasn't learned. Still hasn't learned. Always been a jerk. All right, Julie. Hi, Julie. Glad you're here. So happy to catch you live. Feeling so blah today. And you cheer me up. Yay. I'm feeling blah today too. So this is good for me as well. I think a lot of actors love themselves. We hear so much negative. It's true. To want to put yourself out there like that. Let's face it. I think the majority, and I would say a significant majority of actors get into acting not because the craft of acting, not because they did community theater and they just love diving into a character and getting to know it and would be happy just doing like little indie films where nobody would know them. I think the vast majority of them do it either for the fame or the money. And if you are famous, the money just comes along with it. So they probably seek after the fame first. I think they do. I think it's that certain type of personality. The majority, not all of them, but the majority. So yeah, so along with it, you get these kind of personalities of people who can act so nice and kind and philanthropic and generous and sweet until you really get to know them. I feel like we are entering an era of transparency, though. I feel like, I mean, goodness, think about back in the day when our parents were that, like, you knew nothing. Hollywood was all glitz and glamour, and everyone bought it hook, line, and sinker. And then, like, our generation is more, we're starting to see the downside of people in that. I feel like this next generation, our kids, as they continue to grow up and get our age, it's going to be full transparency. People are just going to be outing everybody's dirty laundry. And I'm here for it. I really am. You want to be famous? This comes along with it. I'm here for it. Okay, where are we? I don't think the show's going to last. Yeah, I don't think so either, Sherry. I think most people are curious about the behind the scenes of trial. 100%. That's what I am. And I want to hear more. I don't think TLC is going to show it, though. But maybe on YouTube, some people will start coming out and talking again, this kind of transparency thing where people are starting to come out and talk about what people were like in the past. You know, it's sort of like right now we're at the point that something has to go terribly wrong and then everyone comes out of the woodwork and then they pile on, right? You know, it's like the Harry Weinstein situation. He was horrible, a horrible man for so long. And not until you get to the point of getting prosecuted that everyone starts coming out and talking. Now, I guess it's a little bit different because, you know, there's the you're being violated component to that as opposed to just keeping a secret. So that's not comparing apples to apples. But let's take Blake Lively. Everyone thought she was just a sweetheart, nice girl. And now with this whole trial thing, people are coming out of the woodwork. Is it true? Is it not true? I don't know. But the point being, this is sort of the pattern of what we're seeing now. These are great people until an event happens. And then everybody's willing to let their guard down and start sharing their stories. Because until then, they keep it buttoned up. So I feel like that's going to go on for a while until eventually it's going to break and people are just going to start sharing everything. Like, no, I chose not to do that movie because I've worked with that person before in the past and this was my experience. People will be like, what? You know, as opposed to, oh no, I turned down that movie because it just wasn't the right timing. You know, all the smoke and mirrors and lies that we get. I don't know. I feel like I might be wrong. Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. All right. Me too, Sherry. Oops, this is not. Come on. There we go. I hope it gets the same treatment as Meghan Markle. I hope so too. Last time I said something negative about Meghan Markle, some people really came at me on my channel. I'm like, listen, I'm just talking about what I see. It is what it is. Meghan Markle is a good example. So people are coming out and starting to say what it was like being around her as well. If they're looking for sympathy, they're not going to get it. Yeah, I don't think the show is doing them any, what's the word I'm looking for? Service, isn't it? Any kudos, isn't it? Any good. Denise, you know where they stay in East Hampton. Are you the one that was sharing the other day that it's all the way down at the very end? Like kind of at the Cape, and they have like the acres and acres and horses and everything. Gosh, that's amazing. Most 70-year-olds don't have infants. This is true. No, he can't afford to retire. And he's come out and said that, Lynn. in interviews. He's come right out and said, any job that comes across, I will say no to nothing. So the Depends Diapers people, give him a ring. Give him a ringy dingy. You got somebody who's willing to do a commercial for you. Okay. All right. I'm gonna, oh, we did this all day. No, I think Kim Basinger was much prettier too. Yeah. Robin has a picture like that too. Does Robin have a picture of herself? Jenny, her kids need something to remind them who she is. They're being raised by nannies. Oh, yes. That's what's messed up. Old men can have babies until the day they die. And that's true. That's not right, is it? Billy is hot too. They all look so much alike. I forgot what Billy Baldwin looked like. I haven't seen him in ages. What's he in? I was going to say, is it a Baldwin that was married to? No. That's the other family. That's the other brothers. The ones from Boston I'm thinking of. Billy Baldwin. I can't remember. Well, they all look a lot alike. That's probably why I can't think. All right. He needs the money to pay that settlement. He had to pay that family. Did he have to pay the family a settlement? This is one thing I didn't do this week. Well, I had that whole retreat all weekend long, so I was a little busy. But I didn't have a chance to just kind of go back and see on YouTube if somebody did a one video review of all the information. Oh, I should go look on what's her name's website? Well, she talks so much. She probably has so many videos and she probably goes so deep into the weeds of it. It's probably more than I want, but she is good. Who's that gal? She's a lawyer and she does celebrity news now. I can't think of her name, but I watched her back in the day when I was watching Vanderpump Rules, and she would come on as just a guest person on Adam's channel. I can't even remember Adam's name. I don't follow them anymore because I don't watch Vanderpump Rules anymore. But she was like one of the guests on his show, and then she eventually got her own channel, and then it blew up. Good for her. He won the criminal trial, but civil court was a different story. Oh, did they both happen? Well, hi, Lisa True. Good to see you. His brother Billy and China Phillips have a YouTube channel. They talk about the relationship and religion. I always love China Phillips. China Phillips, that's part of oh, wait. Maybe I'm getting confused. I'm thinking of, yeah, China Phillips. Wasn't she part of the three girls, the Wilson, you know what, what's the name of that group? I'm going to blame it on my illness and my foggy brain and my lack of sleep and my tiredness. I can remember nothing today. Nothing. And you're all slightly behind me, and I'm behind in the chat anyway, so everything's going to start coming up afterwards. Stephen Baldwin's daughter is married to Justin Bieber. Now that I did know. After Selena, he broke up with Selena, he married Stephen Baldwin's daughter. I did know that. Remember how surprised we were to find out Rock Hudson was gay? Yes. That was shocking to the world. Cannot stand the Baldwin family, but hanging out with y'all is just what I needed today. Me too. Good to see you, Knit My Bit. Why did TLC give him a show? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm thinking that they thought that the trial, and they better be doing some good trial coverage stuff. I'm thinking that was what it was for, because other than, just trying to make them look good, TLC would get a lot of backlash for that. So I'm hoping it's trial coverage. well, not actual trial coverage, but like a little bit more details that we didn't know about. Not from Hillary's point of view. I'm going to keep calling her Hillary because that's her name. But I am Janita today, just so you know. I'm a little older than you all. I thought he was gorgeous. I thought he was good. I thought all the Baldwin brothers were good looking. Wendy's Front Yard. Some episodes are nice, but it's a bit awkward on the ones with both. She did do an episode with Mama Cass' daughter. I don't know who we're talking about. Missed it because I'm not catching every single message here because y'all are chatting so much, which is great. I love it. Keep going. But sometimes I'm a mess. We can self-film like Cody and Robin did during the COVID. Yeah. Maybe they did. Wouldn't that be great if they had something or somebody like a producer was there with the iPhone? All right. Sister Friends starring Janita. Janita, please. Janita. I'm Janita. Janita. My grandmother called me Janita. I can't stand Megan M either. I will say it's been really nice that they've been out of the news for a long time because she just kept stepping in it. One PR mistake after another. I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, kind of entertaining, but there came a point that I was just like, come on, learn from your mistakes and just stay away and be quiet. Just be with your family and enjoy them. You got millions. You had millions. Diana gave you millions. You don't need to be doing all these things. They just like trying to get more millions and millions and millions just gave them worse and worse publicity. And you know that she wants the publicity. All right. Her show is being ripped to shreds. Is this Megan? Does she have a show? I didn't even know. Was it the one? I didn't think it was going anymore. She had a podcast that was terrible, I heard, but I thought it was gone. Maybe it's still going. Okay. Wilson Phillips. Yes, that's it. Wilson Phillips. I loved Wilson Phillips. You know that I can't remember all the words. Gosh, the harmony of those three women was amazing. Amazing. I didn't realize that one of them was married too. Yeah, the one you mentioned. She was the blonde, I think, right? Wasn't she the blonde? Her parents were John and Michelle Phillips. Oh no, I was thinking Mackenzie Phillips. I'm like, what? I didn't know that. I don't know who John and Michelle Phillips are. Thank you. Hillary is her name. Yes, she is Hillary. TLC is looking for more distinction since Cody's is drawing. Could be. They might be looking for the next Sister Wives. This isn't going to be it. It's not even close. Not even close. Poor Harry got cut off at 40. Poor kid. Lynn, I sense some sarcasm. Oh, she has a cooking show on Netflix. Okay, I don't have Netflix, so didn't know. But I haven't heard about it either. I mean, yeah, it's not in the news, positive or negative. Or maybe it is. I mean, I get my news from YouTube. Because I'm almost never on TV. I trust my husband to keep me up to date on what's happening in the world. I'm like walking through the scrapbooking retreat and somebody's like, oh, we're going to go to the room because we have to, see what's going on. And I was like, yeah, I don't know. was going to serve dinner. My husband comes to help with serving the meals and then cleaning up and taking the leftovers back to refrigerate and that. And I go, what's going on? Tell me what's happening in the news, just in case somebody else mentions it. Let's see here. Oh, see, Mackenzie Phillips. That's what I was thinking you were. Mackenzie Phillips is China Phillips' half-sister. What a small world. Mm-hmm. The Jenny Show. Jenny has us on and we show our talents. Well, how much fun would that be? That'd be amazing. Yes. Fantastic. All right. And China Phillips' parents were in the mamas and papas. You know, I guess when you're in the industry, you're in the industry. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised, right? Because it seems if you grow up with it, you don't think much of it. Plus, you have the connections to start doing things. And of course, if your parents both have great voices, there's a good chance you do too, which is why Wilson Phillips sounded so great, because two of them were biological sisters. And when you have sisters singing in harmony, it sounds angelic because the tones just blend so well. And then they managed to find a third person that just fit perfectly with them. All right, here we go. We are back and we're at the house and there are two women, Paola and Lizzie. And it says Paola and Lizzie, nannies. So looks like the kids are there. Hillary is there. Hillary in her short shorts. She doesn't have them rolled up, but she hasn't cut really short. She really likes it. I mean, I guess in fairness, she does have short legs. So longer shorts would make her look that much shorter because she is pretty short. But then again, that shirt was not necessary. And I know, who was it? I always said that, like, well, if I had a body like that too, I'd walk around naked. But in reality, if I was on national television, I think that I would know that I look that good, that I wouldn't have to flaunt it. You know? It's like I would have a longer shirt on and all that because I would know underneath it, I look great. I really think so. One will never know. This is a bit of information I could just throw out there because we'll never know. The third singer is the Beach Boys' daughter. Oh, is she? I can't think of her name right now. The one that does she has a whole bakery. She does bakery. She had like a bakery line. She also does some commercials. She's a friend of Jeff Lewis because she was on his show a little bit. I used to listen to his show for a while. Haven't listened to it in probably a year, but she used to be on his show. I can't think of her name. But she's funny. I didn't realize. Yeah, now that you mention it, I think I do remember her talking about that at one point. Yep, makes sense why she has a good voice too. All right. Okay. Wait. Second and third. Carney's the one I'm thinking of. Carney and Wendy are Brian Wilson's daughter, and China is the mama. Isn't that funny? I didn't realize Carney and Wendy were sisters. I thought Carney was the one that wasn't a sister. Okay. China's the one that's not one of the sisters. You learn something new every time. And Wendy's the dark-haired one. China is the blonde, right? And then Carney was the one that has the cooking line now. Carney's the one that she did a lot of interviews. I haven't really, China I heard a little bit of interviews with. Wendy I've never heard an interview with, but Carney's done a ton of interviews. And Carney's been very outspoken about her weight and feeling insecure with the other two because they were so small and she wasn't, and all she went through psychologically with all of that. Okay. Shana, you have morals though. Yeah, I more than Hillary does. That's for certain. All right. Yes, Mackenzie Phillips was the one on One Day at a Time with Valerie Bertinelli. Isn't that crazy? It's such a small world, this Hollywood world. All right. Mackenzie's behavior over the years made so much more sense after learning about her life. Yeah, she had a crazy life too. I saw her on like one of Dr. Drew's celebrity rehab shows once. Okay. All right, here we go. Paola and Lizzie, the nannies. It's just a caption. I don't think they're talking.
Chaos. You're gonna go to camp. And
Whoops. Here we go. 7 days until trial.
Ew, that's been like in the pool.
Leo, lay down. Because I'm gonna put your Alec has gone to LA for 2 days for work. And it's pure chaos. You're gonna go to camp and you're gonna see your friends. I'm gonna take this. I'm taking this one.
One of the little kids is trying to take off the spaghetti strap of the nanny.
Gracias. Thank you. This is just the madness that I have signed up for that because I had a lot of kids.
Robbie,
No, this is how you're raising them. I'm
I
sorry.
think the syrup's old.
I'm trying to raise my kids the best that I can through very difficult experiences, especially over the past few years.
I got him a no. Romeo wants it.
Why are we getting chocolate?
No. Cappuccino soda. No.
Give me your hands. Both hands.
Cappuccino soda with her mouth.
Kids are very smart. And I think parenting is walking this very difficult balance between giving them information, because if you don't give them information, they're going to they're going to fill in the blanks by themselves.
What is she talking about?
They're both not good.
And protecting them. Hey, this one is the bad one. The other one doesn't mean anything. And this is the good one. And so I've had to have very difficult conversations with our children of explaining things. Guys, get out on the porch. I'm going to go do your sunscreen. I lost my coffee. I have to fill my children's days with positive energy. Doesn't mean we ignore bad things. Stop stealing cookies. But they have to see a smile on my face. They have to see me being kooky and silly. Who's next? You. Robs. Lulu, stop beating people. Come on. Arms up. We gotta do your sunscreen. Come on. Please, come. I'll go and I will close myself in the furthest bathroom when nobody's around, and I'll scream for about 45 seconds and cry. No, you don't go to camp yet. Rafa, put the seatbelt right so you can show them. No, that's not right. Okay, now Romeo has it, Lou has it, Leo has it, Rafa has it, Shreddy doesn't have it. Come on, put it in your arm. You want to be safe, okay?
It says taking the kids to day camp.
Squirrel. Somebody had it gross.
I wish I could have a pet squirrel.
Yeah, you want a pet squirrel? You want a pet squirrel?
Yeah.
Let's add that to our menagerie.
How about explain to them why you cannot have a pet squirrel?
This morning, I'm just watching the baby for my mom because my dad's in LA working on this AI thing. I don't really get it. Do you want to help me make pasta? And it. Yeah. It's flour. And I even do it a little bit just because.
When Alec was charged the first time,
Actor Alec Baldwin is now charged with involuntary manslaughter. The actor fired the prop gun that killed cinematographer Helena Hutchins.
Carmen would not be alone in a room for months. Like to move a bed into sleeping with the boys. She has a fear of, is our family going to be torn apart? So with that, there is an awareness of what's going on.
He's so stressful about everything, so he just says, "You want Dada?" Yeah, Dada's in California getting a body scan or something.
Do you guys want to FaceTime Daddy?
FaceTime Daddy.
Are you talking to Siri?
Hey, Dad.
Hi, baby.
Wait, it's night? Wait, where are you?
It's like super early in the morning. It's still dark.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dad.
What's up, Mom?
Wait, Dad. Hi, Dad. Are you in the hotel?
Stop fighting.
Lulu, give it to Eddie. No.
Why? Hey, no bad words. Don't say that word. You guys taught it to her.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, you're in the big girl chair. Let's start with tough food. Let's get it in a circle.
Carmen asked me last night. She said, when Daddy goes to New Mexico, do I have to say goodbye to him? Like, I have to say goodbye to him for a long time. Should I say goodbye to him in a special way? Like, I won't see him for a long time because they're trying to take my daddy from me? And I said, yeah, you should. And she just paused. So, we've never even been away from each other for 3 weeks. So if he goes there, that's never even happened.
Are you happy?
Look, we're here. All right, guys, why are you crying? Okay, guys, you say bye to Daddy. Thank you.
Mom, can I press? Morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys. Happy summer. How are you? Oh, I like the hat.
I haven't been keeping up on my drinking when she has an
I've
accent.
never met you before, so. Only in my dreams.
Okay. We stopped gluing this.
Alec is in California getting
Yeah.
suited up in a bodysuit with sensors on it.
So Tom Hanks had like the whole thing gaff card to his head. It couldn't come off.
Even Tom Hanks has to put up with this. Luke, I am your father. My love of films I got from my dad. This makes me very emotional. They loved movies.
All right, and we're good to go.
I called my parents to say I'm going to leave GW and not go to law school and go into acting. My mother starts screaming on the phone. The phone is melting in my hand while my mother's screaming. My father goes, all right, let's hear him out. So I go to New York and I study acting for a year. I get out and I just keep working. So I did this soap, The Doctors. It was a famous half hour on NBC. After that, made good movies, movies, And I was cast in Married to the Mob, Working Girl with Mike. The earliest things I did, Great Balls of Fire was not a good movie, but I was so tickled to work with Dennis because I really admired Dennis. I got cast in Beetlejuice, which I remember the whole time I was there. I was like, I don't get it. What is this about?
Okay, guys, let's get set to capture here. Let's roll sound.
That's big. My perfect mother eats chocolate fudge from a tube. From a tube. I go to Hunt for Red October 1989, and the most powerful actor in the movie and the powerful actor in the world, he just talks. Like your fathers and your grandfathers before you, we sailed into history. I remember just watching him, and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, this guy is like, he's the king.
Monkey paw. Lunge. Big arms around.
I had a lot of good years. We did some TV shows on 30 Rock and good job. And I love what I'm doing. But with some of the unpleasantries we've had to deal with 7 children, the biggest challenge for me, honestly, is to have time with them individually. Okay, hold it back full. Hold it good Astro. Everything's better if I'm with them. And it's hard. When I can't be there.
Five days until the trial. Oh, the dog has a cone on.
In his back. So it's our anniversary coming up?
Yeah.
Do you know what I always do for our anniversaries?
No.
So I look up on a website what's like the traditional and what's the modern
Oh
gift.
yeah, and you gave Dad like a piece of leather one year.
So this year,
At Pure Talk,
Ah.
is exactly what this country is.
Commercials are so weird.
So when you join,
It's like the show started and all of a sudden they decided, oh, right, we were supposed to put a commercial in. Okay. I I don't remember Beetlejuice. I'm sure I watched it. I mean, I've seen so many references to it. And of course, there's the animated version of it. And it's like all over. Is it Disney or Universal? Universal, I know, did a haunted house based off of it. But I feel like it was at Disney too. Anyway, I have to. That's one of those things I have to watch again because I just don't remember it. Thought it was an odd choice for that. I have written down here, they show Carmen is watching the baby by herself as she's cooking. Now, I don't know, while the mom is taking the kids to camp, I don't know how far away this camp is, how long she was gone, but Carmen is like getting all these ingredients. It looks like she's trying to make either biscuits or maybe pancakes or waffles. I don't know. It can't be pancakes or waffles because it must be biscuits because it was bready. It didn't look like it was being too terribly successful, but she's only 10 and she's watching this very young baby, not really watching. Of course, I guess the parents don't really watch. I guess she's watching it as well as they do, but like her hands are busy, they're occupied, and the kid at the one point, she's like, "Oh, look at you in the big kid chair." At one point, it's a stool. This baby's young. She looks like she's younger than 2. I don't know. This is not right. No nannies around yet, so it must have been a weekend, or they just weren't there yet. I don't know. All right, we're back.
Something creepy. And then,
No, I'm scared.
I know you should be a little scared actually. And then the other one is silk. So this is Saint Michael protection in silk. In my very bad moments, I will let my mind start to wander and spiral. I think about what's the worst case scenario. You know that we're going through some hard things this summer, yeah? And so I got him this necklace of Saint Michael.
Yeah.
I believe that the worst case scenario is if they can convince people to find him guilty, they will take him away right there. And I'm hoping that he'll wear it and it says, "We're here to protect you, stand with you, love you. You are not alone. Somos el mejor equipo. Que Dios te bendiga hoy y siempre."
May God be with you today and
Whether
always.
or not I go to New Mexico, I want him to know that I am always by his side. I am always with him. And I hope that this gift will be something that he can hold with him every single day and know that I am by his side. What's that? I asked for freshwater pearls and this is what came.
You suck.
This is like really gross. Didn't think I was buying real pearls. I thought I was buying something plastic. I think we should look at our shopping cart and see what we ordered. Hold on.
Okay.
10-piece freshwater live pearl oyster with round pearl inside for pearl gift. Fun for children.
No, stop it. That's scary. So now
And
we are
what-
ordering
that's what-
seafood from Amazon?
It does have words now. Do you have any tools?
It's very clear in the
Tweezers?
Amazon description what it was. She's
Who is taking
such an
my
idiot.
Come here.
No, come on, don't
No,
make
I
me
want
laugh.
my
You're
tweezers.
gonna abandon me. Go.
Okay. I got goggles.
Protection first. I know. Okay. Cute.
It smells, so they put on goggles.
There's the pearl. Whoa, it's Uncle Mom and now it's on my rug.
All right, they're doing this on the carpet. They're opening these clams to get the pearls out on the
I don't even
carpeting.
think these are real pearls.
I will learn to always read the description from now on. Lesson learned.
Those can't be real pearls. They're all colored. They smell? Do they come colored? I've never seen a colored pearl.
Hello, friends. Hi.
Danny is Hillary's friend.
Good, how are you?
Looks nice in here.
Well, I just threw it together.
Danny is one of my very best friends. I have known him for 12 years.
This always makes me nervous.
Okay, that's a really big one.
That's what we call an appropriate
This
board.
is an appropriate one. My family doesn't live close, and Alex's family doesn't live close. And so my friends have stepped in as family. We are so close. We show up for each other. And during hard experiences, you learn who your friends are.
With everything that's been going on, I mean, like, we always talk about the kids, everybody else. Like, how are you doing in coping with all the pressure that you're under and everything that's going on? I don't want to make you sad.
You're not gonna make me sad. Maybe I'm sad. I don't know how to answer that because I'm in war mode.
Yeah.
My guess is I'm not doing well.
But you don't know it yet.
And I won't acknowledge that because I don't have the ability to, because if I do, then I'll break. And hopefully it'll be swift. And I'll get it out of the way so it doesn't affect anyone else. And I think that that's what it's like to be mom. I imagine that however this is going to end one time, it could be the worst ending in the world. It could be, and I can't even call it a good ending because none of this is good. A son lost his mom.
Yes.
A family lost their person. Helena lost her life in the most unforeseeable tragedy. This is never something to forget. This is never something to not think of. This is about honoring a really incredible person for the rest of our lives and to pass on her memory to our children and our children's children. It was a very traumatic thing for everybody that was in that room and everybody that was somehow connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're going to do. It was a very traumatic thing for everybody that was in that room. I found these text messages the other day between us, the day after, and he said he wanted to kill himself.
Mm-hmm.
He has survivor's guilt. You're involved in this thing that nobody could even possibly imagine. And so he goes back to that day. He wishes it were him. He would change places in a second.
At Pure Talk.
She's more concerned with her image than whether her hubby will be free or locked up. Mm-hmm. She sounds like a little kid. Yeah, she talks like a little kid. She talks like Robin Brown and also Christine Brown when they first married into the family and they had that childish way of speaking. That's right, Shana Banana. I am Janita. But sometimes I will slip into this and I might be Jenny because I'll forget, but then I'll become Janita again. Janita. Oh yeah, it couldn't be worse. You left a home in a 10,000 square foot mansion with servants. Yeah. Life is rough. He should have survivor's guilt. Yeah. Who was it? There was someone in our chat the other day that was saying the feeling of the gun should have felt very different with a bullet in it. And I have no idea. I don't know anything about that. I also don't know why it was a real gun. They can make prop guns that look exactly like real guns. So I don't know why there even was a real gun on the set. I don't know how ammo got to the set. Like there's so many unanswered questions. Maybe these were all answered in the trial. I don't know. I would think, well, here's the other thing. It's my understanding that when you're on a set and you have a gun, you never point it directly at somebody. Even in the real live shoot, it's off center. It's one of the safety things. Like, he should have never been pointing it at. And were they rehearsing? Was she standing in for somebody? Because, like, how is it that the gun lined right up with she was the DOP, right? Was she the director of photography? I think the gal. I don't know. I need to follow the case. Did the prop guy even get suspended? I think so. It was a prop girl, actually, I believe. I'm pretty sure. That I remember from the very beginning, when it was like on 20 or 60 Minutes, right at the, let me hit pause. It came back. Right at the very beginning, it was a girl who said that she had no idea what was going on or why it was there. And she just kind of acted like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I feel like somehow she's going to get that. It came down on her in the very end because she just didn't seem to have any answers. And she did have, but I also feel like he also was wrong for aiming a gun at somebody. I don't think you're supposed to. What do I know? This is just from the little bit of, my daughter went to film school. I mean, she majored in production, creative producing, but she got a bachelor's degree. But she kind of thought she wanted to be a producer. And then she learned that she didn't want to be a producer, which is good because she went to a program that you had to literally be in every position except for director and cinematographer, because those were such specialty tracks. But like all the different UPM and, assistant director, she still had to do, and producer and assistant producer and unit production manager, and, all the things, craft services, you name it. And they had to follow every single rule that they had to follow in Hollywood. They had kids on there. If it ran long, they had to go double time. They had to and they really made them follow it. So they had a really good understanding of what life was like. And she realized, yeah, this isn't the world for me. So it was good. All right. It's heavier with ammo. See, yeah, that's what somebody was saying. That as soon as, and I'm sure he didn't go over to the prop table and pick it up himself. So somebody handed him that. So somebody else would have felt the weightiness of that gun as well. Like, it's just weird. The bullet isn't heavy enough to feel the weight difference. I wonder how many were in it. Does a blank look like a real bullet? That I don't know either. I really don't know much about guns at all. You always treat it, that I do, yeah. You always treat a gun like it has a live round in it, no matter what. Never point anywhere, anytime, unless you have the moral and legal right to snuff someone. Did Robin hand it to him? That's funny. Jealousy from the prop girl. Oh, hi, Ladybird's mom. Welcome. Oh, right. There was an armorer. The armorer is responsible for the firearms on a set. I forgot about that when there's firearms. My daughter never had firearms on her set, so it was never, but I forgot. The armorer would have been responsible for handling all of that. The armorer may have had his own ammo on set, and then the prop person may not have known anything about it. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I want to go back and just watch this trial now. All right. I remember when John Michael Vincent put a prop gun to his head and pulled the trigger, and it killed him instantly. I don't know who John Michael Vincent is. Who is that? And so it was a real gun. It wasn't a prop gun, but it was on set to be used as a prop, huh? I don't remember that either. Oh, and the gun had blanks in it. Okay. So even the blank, well, I guess, because the blanks still make a, yeah. So I guess that explosion, if you put it right next to your head, the armorer's in jail now. That makes sense. Because the armorer, it was probably his ammo. Still in jail. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder about the prop. The prop girl may not have known about it. Okay, Anonymous says, I've handled guns since I was a kid, and it's extremely hard to notice the difference between the weight from memory. I wouldn't be able to notice. I was surprised that they were to point at others, even for show. Yeah, they shouldn't. I think you never, even when you're actually shooting it, it's not like, oh, during practices you are off. But then when you're actually filming it, you point it right at them. I think you're never, it's supposed to be just off site. And that the all the way the angles that they shoot, it looks real. They can take the person away and have it be straight on. I wonder if that's what they were doing. I wonder if they were doing a straight on shot, but then that would have been straight on to her. He still shouldn't have. Okay, I have so many questions. Okay. Another person, John Eric Hexum, died on state playing Russian roulette with blanks. That's crazy. Yeah, I was always taught, even with your fingers. Oh, that's a good point. I bet even with your fingers, you should never point directly at someone. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. I remember they were outside shooting, and that's when, craziness. Okay, we are back. She's still talking with her friend here.
Walking through the sequence of events, like of just starting from when he showed up in New Mexico to film. It was heart-wrenching because it was like he was so traumatized, he was so heartbroken, and he was just trying to figure out what the hell even just happened.
And he'll never be the same. This has affected his health and his mental health tremendously. The past few years, all of a sudden, he, has started having heart problems. He's been hospitalized multiple times. And he's fainted. And everybody's just screaming, and I'm going on top and I'm shaking him. It's hard sometimes, but, hopefully we're in the hardest, but the tail end of it. I need to ask your advice about something.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Alec has to go to New Mexico soon.
Yeah.
Do we all go? Do we stay together? Because that's what we're used to. I mean, we're a very tight-knit family. We're always together. Do I stay with the kids and he goes and has to do that by himself? I don't know what to do. And I know that any decision I make will have some very wrong things about it.
Or will feel wrong.
It will feel wrong. I mean, there's no way to make any of this feel better. And I know that I'm going to get criticized no matter what. I'm going to get criticized if I go and I'm a bad mom and I've left my kids. I'm going to get criticized if I stay and I'm a bad wife. I'm going to, if I bring them, I'm using them as a pawn.
But that's why I think you have to try to remove that from the equation. You can't be worried about what other people are going to think about it. You have to just worry about how to get through it with your kids.
Yeah.
The kids are already anxious about this. I mean, Carmen is anxious to begin with. She's always concerned about her brothers, her sisters. Like, that's her personality. So this is already has her on edge, and she's older. She knows more what's going on.
No, you're right. She came to me and she started to cry and she said, I'm afraid that when you and Daddy go into court, that somebody's going to shoot you. I can't lose both of my parents. They're gonna hurt you.
Right.
and you're not going to come back.
I don't think that her feelings are justified, but she's too young to, like, she just has to be made to feel safe.
I always try to be as honest as possible with them. And you get to a point where you're like, oh, I don't know, but I think so. And that for a kid is not good enough. So it's hard to, especially when there's, real consequences that that are looming. And I don't know how I'm going to parent.
I don't know how you could know. Like, I don't think that that's something that anybody would be prepared for.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Four days until trial.
Hey, let's go.
I'm gonna go very slowly.
Everybody's on the golf cart.
Which horse is that? You guys remember which one that is? It's on the door.
Driving on the golf cart on their property, miles away to the horses.
When something bad happens and you have to look at the kids and you have to say, I'm going to put a smile on my face and we're going to fake it.
Okay.
Colors.
Coming in for the big landing here.
All right.
Apollo 11, we've landed on the moon.
Extraordinarily difficult when you feel so horrible inside and so scared.
Want me to carry the baby? Want Daddy to carry you? Come here with Daddy. Oh, who's a big girl.
There's a lot of horses.
With your baby?
High five.
With the trial.
Oh my word, Hilaria wearing a shirt
really hard to have time
again.
Individually. It's time that they can't get back. I don't want to have that regret.
Let's go get this stuff and go clean the poop.
Are we going to shovel the poop?
We are going to go shovel the poop.
I'm the best poop shoveler around here. Louis, don't ever say I didn't pass anything on you. I think all children are so connected to their parents. They take a lot of things off their parents. You want that one? Okay, here, come here. Here, Boogie. And when I was a kid and we were home, and home wasn't at all what we might have hoped it would be. My dad was always, a little on edge. He was financially struggling every day of his life, He had 6 kids and no money. My mother had no help. There was a period in my mother's life where she popped a bunch of pills and went to sleep every day, and she was she was just lost.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, let me just call Emily really quickly. This is urgent. I'm trying to get Mother a present for her anniversary.
Your anniversary is literally on Sunday.
Then I left home, and I didn't have a home. I walked around for 35 years. I didn't have a home. And when I met Hilaria, I had a home. It's the white gold pearl earrings, morning dew earrings. Can you overnight them tomorrow for Saturday delivery? I wanted this. I wanted kids to walk into a door and really just feel like it was home.
Two days until the trial. Wedding anniversary.
Okay? We have been parenting from a near empty tank.
Hey, Lulu, will you help me? Will you help me give a present to Daddy?
And while I always try to be fun, my kids, like many, many kids, are intuitive and they're smart.
Where's Dad?
I think hopefully he's coming. And they know when I am coming from a place of a pit in my stomach.
Love you.
Romeo, is she okay?
Yeah, she's just mad.
All right, guys, can you give this to Daddy?
Where's the card that I have?
All right, guys. Here, guys.
Don't get wet on anything, please.
Will you give that to Dad? Hey, here come.
Is this a Harry Potter
It's a Harry Potter.
key ring? Who is that?
Say Michael. Why can't you say Michael? Bueno, she can have popcorn. She's a baby.
Look at our passport.
There's multiple things in it. Okay.
Look at our passport.
Pearls.
Pearls, and there might be beads. They're not
Wait,
pearls.
wait, 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 no, don't touch
Look
them.
at our
Those are mine. Hold on. I made me drop one. This is a necklace to wear around my neck.
I don't know.
You know somebody
Okay, but you want to know what it says? This is
Can I
Saint
look and
Michael. This is Saint Michael. He is the saint of protection.
Let's get his cell phone number.
I think one of the most important things when we are facing challenges is to know
She talks
that
normally in
there's
these
something
interviews, but
bigger than us, regardless of what
other
you
than
believe,
that, when she's talking to people, she's like,
because
this is a Michael.
will guide us out of this dark period.
This is me. Do you see what I get, Daddy?
What is the last part read in Spanish? Because I can't read. My eyes are so bad.
Okay. Que Dios te bendiga hoy y siempre.
What does that mean?
That may God bless you today and forever.
So you don't have to say it with an
Maybe
accent when you
I'll take
translate
I'm
it.
a choker.
That kid some popcorn.
Really?
No, not anything.
Oh my
Go inside,
gosh.
Eduardo. I would like to try to figure out, not now, how we're going to get that off.
It will come off, Alec. Let it be okay. It's just space thing. Okay.
What else could go wrong? Go ahead.
Listen.
It's the most romantic animals.
I know. You know what?
It's so good.
Mom, I want to go in the pool.
Wait, just for like literally give me 10 minutes.
Mom, I want to go in the pool.
Let's go. Wait, just for like literally give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10.
I want to take a shower, Carmen.
Okay, Carmen's gonna go give you a spa. Carmen?
No, not.
Yes, you are. Come on. Yes, come.
What did I get my wife? Well, I kind of hit the ball right down the middle. So here we go.
Hi. That was a traumatic present. It was supposed to be meaningful. Okay, wait, let me try again. So you have a box that's protection. And then inside the box is the silk
Real silk.
pocket square.
Silk,
Is this real silk?
it's a
That was real silk. It hurt my pearls, but it's real
I
silk.
love it.
Anyway, I want you to think that you're never alone and you're protected.
Burt's Bees Boosted Balms Vitamin Core Burt's Bees Boosted Balms Vitamin Core moisturizes with a splash of color that feels
Too loud, too loud.
a kiss from a June cherry blossom.
How did she manage to get those pearls that are fake
Feels kind of like that.
in clams that actually smelled gross? Like they're from somebody actually put fake pearls into some sort of clams that you had to crack open. It made them smell like stinky saltwater clams. It made them all gross. So that was such a confusing scene to me. I didn't know what was going on. Go through all of that, just buy real pearls. Okay. They're trying very hard to show that these kids are with them 100% of the time. Yeah, they are, aren't they? They really are. They're usually with the nannies. My family seems so normal. No, all of a sudden, you know what? I've always said that. I think that's part of the reason why I watch some of these shows, because you start to feel like, oh, my life is dysfunctional. And then you watch something like this. I'm like, gosh, I couldn't be more normal down the middle. At least she doesn't pretend to cry. That's true. There haven't been any fake tears. There have been a couple tears, but they've been real tears. I didn't feel any sympathy at the time because they were tears for herself. They were real tears for herself. No sobbing tears, though. Yep, no fake sobbing tears. That chain is so short, it will not fit. Who's going to wear it? Yeah, and he even said, is this going to fit my neck? And she's like, I don't know. You know, it's like, she always like, oh, I don't know. Is it going to fit me? I don't know. Where are the cats with me? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I didn't put that much thought into it. Clearly, you didn't put any thought into the pearls either. I don't know what it is. What does it say? I'm not sure what I ordered. It's not that hard. It's Amazon. Ugh. That voice of hers. Yuck, yuck. Get some duct tape for those kids. That's inappropriate. Yes, you want to pat your own back, don't you? Okay, we're back.
Gave me a card, you wrapped it, and you opened it up for me.
Well, yeah, because I wanted to hasten this along.
Oh my gosh, this is the 12 years is the express anniversary. H, very soon this will be behind us and then we can rebuild our lives. We have so many reasons to move on in peace. Love, A.
We're going to. Now, when you think of pearls and you want to get something that's kind of nice.
Okay, so you went for the real pearls.
We don't blow it. No, you don't know that. You don't know that I wore smelly and rotten oysters. Now, I know you, and you probably won't like these. I like them.
This is where our age difference sometimes, where is it?
Your generation
She's pointing
has
out
no
the
taste,
age
and my
difference
generation has
again.
Sublime taste.
Second show.
Oh, they're so pretty. It's very sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love them. Thank you.
I think it's pretty.
So he gets her pearls. Pearl earrings.
I want to be there.
Let's not ruin our anniversary.
It's on my mind.
My mind is not made up.
We got to go to New Mexico because Alec has to go on trial, and we're deciding, do I go with Alec or do I stay with the kids? He wants me to stay here with the kids, but he's also the kind of guy that will never ask for help. And he's like, if he's sick, he's like the animal that will go off into the woods and just die alone. He's really bad at asking for help, which means that I have to be there a lot to take care of him. Don't you think it's going to be easier for you if I'm there with you?
It depends on how it's going. If we walk out of there after day 3 and 4 and 5, and these guys are coming back with us saying that they're very encouraged by the way things went down, great. Then we're in pretty good shape. I want to protect her. I don't want her to suffer. She gets pulled into this, and it's been tough on her. I'm just...
You don't want me to be there if you feel like it's not going well?
I think if for any reason it didn't go well, if it doesn't go well, we have to sell those earrings right away.
I'll keep them in good shape.
Okay, that was a good joke.
I'm going to bring the baby, and then Carmen, I think, is going to come and help me with her. And hopefully she'll, because I'm afraid to, I'm very afraid to leave all the kids here. Okay? So we've been through a lot,
I don't know where I'd be without you. I say this all the time, but I'm very grateful to you. You've been very patient. I know a lot of people who said, I can't handle this,
As she's playing with her diamond ring. She's like, oh no. Oh no, I stay with you, Alec.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, I'm here. I'm crazy, but I'm scrappy. I'm very stubborn.
I don't ever want to be without you.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Next time.
I have never been away from all of my kids for longer than going into the hospital and having a baby.
Mr. Baldwin,
what do we do if I don't bring him back from New Mexico?
This was an unspeakable tragedy.
Alec Baldwin acted recklessly.
Where do you go from a tragedy?
Right here, guys.
Hopefully we can do the necessary healing. I really want to make sure that we're being smart about where do we go from here.
2 years, 9 months of this, it changes you. And for me, the stress and the pressure of public life, at my age, that's not good.
Alec is
You're on a show, Sue.
Man born in the 1950s. Asking for help is a difficult thing.
I do not want to go back to the life I had. I don't care. I don't want to go back. I don't.
You are going to take us all down.
Very interesting. I don't want to go to the life I had. So that means he doesn't want to work anymore. He doesn't want to be in the public eye anymore. Hilaria is not going to like that. Janita knows. Tell ya, Janita knows. Hilaria is not going to like that. She's going to want him to work. What did she say? She said right at the beginning of the show, it's important that we keep on going and keep on working. Yes. Somebody wrote Hilaria drama. I think that's great. Hilaria drama. I can't even read my own writing here. It's like, oh, this is only the second episode. And we are 2 for 2 now with her comparing her age to his age. This is the difference this is the age gap difference that we have between us. It's almost like a Robin Brown. I'm setting up for justifying my walking away and divorcing. You know how Robin kind of sets herself up? She's starting to do that now with Cody. Like, oh, not my fault. And for him to say, I don't want to go back to my life before, as he's got cameras in his face recording a reality TV show, couldn't be more disingenuous. Just saying. You're in the middle of doing a very public reality TV show on a pretty large network. Can't believe a word that's coming out of your mouth there, Alex. Sorry. Unless he got talked into this to get some extra money to bank for her in case he was in prison, and as soon as the verdict comes out and everything's okay, the show ends and he's done and he walks away. If that doesn't happen, then we know he was full of it the entire time, which I'm believing he probably is. Okay. Hillary seems always to be acting. That could be. Likes a good actress. Yeah, really. You want to see real trauma? Go through that with 7 kids and not have the resources that y'all have. 2 nannies, 2 homes, 1 on the Upper East Side, big mansion in the Hamptons, drivers, multiple cars. Yeah. Yeah, because his life sucks so bad, right? Yeah. So rough. They would have to live on residuals. Can you imagine? Oh, Shanna Banana, they changed the live date to 3/31. Okay. All right. Let me take a look at the Google Calendar now. So we've already had 2. Oh, that's coming up. We've had 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they only do show 5 episodes, but I thought there were more than 5. Interesting. Because if I look at the TLC, I can't find it in TLC either. I have to literally type in Baldwins, because when I look under shows and everything, the show does not come up at all. Episodes. Well, first of all, when you just click on type in Baldwins and it has shows, it says episodes, episode 1, episode 3, episode 5. This is very bizarre. But let me click on the actual show itself. Well, they only have 1 and 2. Yeah, they only show 1, 3, and 5, implying, and that's how it's been since the very beginning in terms of what's coming up. 1, yeah, here, sneak peek, episode 1, episode 2. While we're in here, see all the episodes. Page not found. They really are not tracking this show at all. Episodes 1, 3, and 5. Episode 3 is Coming Home. So apparently they're not doing a whole bunch on the trial because that is next week. He's already coming home. And then there's 4, and then there's 5. We don't know what's happening in 4, but 5 is called Glengarry Glen Floss. No idea what that is. And that's all they show here. So maybe there are only 5 episodes in March 31st, which is my older daughter's birthday. I was actually thinking about going down to visit her somewhere around that time because it's spring break the week before for my kids. But I might go the next week. I don't know what I'm going to do. Who knows? Which means actually the 30th would be when it would come out because the 31st would be, okay, all right. That would make sense. That would make sense. It lines up with everything. It would be nice because I think by 5 episodes, we're going to be done with this. I think we'll be over it. It's a nice little palate cleanser, something different to get away from Cody and Robin for a little bit because they really are frustrating and angering and blood pressure rising. These two are just like dumb and annoying and eye rolling. And of course, we don't really know them like we know Cody and Robin too. So they're more like people you know who are horrible in your life. All right. Yeah, it's such a good question. I wonder how much you're getting paid for this. I'd love to know. Billy is married to China Phillips. Yes. Yes, Billy is married to China Phillips, and China Phillips is from Wilson Phillips. And China and I forgot her name already. And the other one are sisters. Yeah, anyway. And their dad was in the Beach Boys. And the other one's dad and mom were from the Monkees. Oh, look at me. Look at me. I've got no brain. Emily Baker. That's who I was trying to think of before. That's right. Very good, Kathy. Very good. Emily Baker's channel probably has this all covered. It's just that she goes into so much detail, which I normally would like with it. I just don't know that I have that much time. I need like a 30-minute, put it all together and give me the Cliff Note version of what happened. Maybe an hour. I could do an hour. But she'll get into the weeds and then she'll pull out documents and read through them. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need to hear all the legalese at all. She'd be amazing if you were in law school or a lawyer or anywhere in that world. But sometimes she gets a little too good. It's good. It's good stuff. Like she knows her stuff and she gives you the actual document and she will read every word of it as opposed to channels that will take pieces and bits of something and take it out of context and you don't know what the rest of it says. So like she's thorough. I like that. If she had, I wonder, I should give her that recommendation. I should write down Emily Baker because I don't think I follow her anymore. I should follow her. I don't know why I don't follow her. I think because there's so many trials of things going on, of things I don't care about that I stopped. Okay. Wilson Phillips. You can see Kathy, you're starting from the beginning. So you're just catching up now, aren't you? She's like catching up to where we are. This is hysterical. Last episode of the Baldwins plays on April 13th. Oh, really? Wendy's front yard? Now, where'd you hear that? How do you guys get this information? I guess maybe if I tried, maybe I could get it too. I just rely on you. Cody just went into the bathroom and screamed, I have a Mercedes for 15 minutes. Yep. Preparing for her future financially by starting a reality show. Yep. Welcome to the new world that we never dreamed of when we were kids. It was a possibility. And when people started talking, when I first heard that there was literally a major in a college that covered social media, I just thought, what's our world coming to? So this is what all the girls that were in fashion merchandising when I went to college, that were only there because their parents made them get a college degree, but they didn't want to be there. They were all in fashion merchandising at the college that I went to. I'm sure that there were probably a lot of great, amazing people who are doing phenomenal things and have their own clothing lines and are multimillionaires right now that went through fashion merchandising, not putting down the career. I personally knew of a group of girls that they didn't want to be there. They were there for their MRS degree, which is also something I learned about in college. I had no idea what that even meant, but yeah, they were there just to find a husband. And they chose fashion merchandising. I think they thought it was easy. I would think that it would not be easy if you didn't have a gift or an interest in it. I would think it would be hard for me to be in fashion merchandising. Not my thing. Look at me. Not my thing, clearly. All right. IMDb. Is IMDb something that everybody can edit like Wikipedia? Or do you just do your own IMDb? That I don't know. I feel like maybe everybody can. So it may be inaccurate. Cody's crying because the Baldwins are getting paid more. Oh, he was in the movie Glengarry Glen Ross. I've never heard of it. Look at you, Wendy. And your front yard. So smart. So proud of you. Well, that is the name of the 5th episode. However many episodes there are, I don't know, because they only show 1, 3, and 5 on TLC. Okay, your kids are home from spring break already? That is early. It has 8 episodes. Okay, so it does have to go into April. Okay. I would like to see R&K's new house inside. Oh, you can look at it online. I'll give you the info. I mean, not with them in it, but you can see what it looks like before they get into it. It is, give me 1 second. I'm imagining I put it in the file with houses. Everything is more organized on my laptop. It's interesting how, even though I changed, it still organizes things different for some reason here. Okay, here we go. The folder's empty. Did I create the folder to put stuff in and I never did? Where did I put it then? Maybe I put it in this. No, this is their Flagstaff house that's all purpley. Huh. I might have to get back to you on that because the folder's empty. I don't know why the folder's empty. That's crazy. I wonder if I thought I put it in there and then they were duplicates and then I went and deleted all the pictures. So sad. Maybe they're still on my screen. No, because that syncs with my laptop, so they wouldn't be on the screen anymore. I remember deleting a lot of it because I had the wrong address at one point. A lot of people on social media were using this one address. And here we go. So I was thinking that that was the actual address and following it for the longest time. And then I realized it's not the address. All right. I'll put up some pictures here. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's a house, and then there is a side garage that has a double garage and then a single garage. I don't think the house has an attached garage, which kind of stinks. Or does it? No. And then it looks like there's a whole like separate side house connected to the it's a beautiful home. I think some people said it needs a lot of updating. It could use a little updating. I don't think a lot. But once they put their ugly furniture in there, it's going to look like it needs a lot of updating. I mean, it's hard to tell from the pictures exactly. I think the floors are really pretty and the doors are pretty. It possibly the woodwork is the orangey oak, which I have a ton of in my house and I have to get rid of, so I get it. It's a process. I started on the railing that goes from my first floor to my second floor, and that was back this summer, and I've only done a section about this big. I haven't even finished it, and it's a large curving railing. Gonna take forever. Absolutely forever. There's a lot of wood, I will say. Now that I say I like the floors, but the problem with the floors is, although I like they look like real wood floors, but I don't think they are because I think they're too symmetrical. The stain pattern on them, now that I look at it, now I don't like them. But the cabinetry on the walls and then the cupboards down below are all wood too, and the floors are all wood, and it's all a very similar wood. So it just seems too woody, definitely too woody. It's very brown, which Robin seems to like. That's what her other house, both of her other houses were, the one in Flagstaff and the one in Vegas. Very brown. And again, my house is very brown, so there you go. Slowly renovating it though. I'm doing it myself, so it's taking a while. Okay. This is Cody and Robin Brown's house. I'm not talking as much, so the cats have made their way in here. I can see the cord moving on the lights. There's a very weird room, I'll take a picture of this too, that has a ceiling that looks like it's underwater. I'm guessing there was a kid in that room that loved ocean life or something. Maybe wanted to be an oceanographer or loved fish or something along that line. I'm not sure. All right. Emily Baker's very thorough. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's extremely thorough. She's great. She's great. And she's a fun personality too. She's like, she's fantastic. I can understand why her channel just blew up, really. I just sometimes don't have the time to listen to all the details of something. But if I wanted to, see, like if she were covering, I should look and see if she has covered, now that I think about it, anything on the Browns. Because again, I haven't been following her. I don't know why I'm not following. I think because when I stopped watching Vanderpump Rules, I think I got rid of all the channels that covered Vanderpump Rules. I should go look and see. He had 2 roommates that went to school for their MRS degree. They fully admit it. Yes. How did you? I'm like, I don't understand. I literally thought there was a degree called an MRS degree when I got there. That's how naive I was. I'm like, you wouldn't go to college just to, they're like, we're just trying to find somebody who is like going to be a doctor or something. I'm like, but you have to sleep with them all the time. I don't understand. Who cares if they have a lot of money? There's a trade-off. Ugh. I just couldn't get it. I just was raised differently. New house and nastiness in the corners already. I am sure. I would love to see what it looks like right now. Wonder if I can pull these up. They just changed. They just changed so that you don't have to do PDFs anymore. Oh. Okay, yeah. None of them are showing up. They're going to make you convert them to PDFs. I just got an email from StreamYard saying that you didn't have to. One of the things everybody's been requesting is that we could do JPEGs. Oh, take it back. They have another area. I wonder if I can do multiple ones at the same time. No. Okay. How come it's not showing? Weird. Do I have to? They have a whole little side thing that's different here. Do I have to do this? No, I don't need to do that. Well, all it says is remove. Okay, well, I'll have to play with it. They've updated some stuff. Having issues? But that's just sending them an email. It's not going to help right now. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, there's the email. Wendy's Front Yard sent the email address, so you can just put it in Zillow, and all the pictures are there. I should have just said that from the beginning. They just moved out of the house. It was never updated. Yeah. But it's more updated than the house they're moving out of now. That one looks like it's about a decade older than this one. This one at least has like the railing has wrought iron spindles, which is nice. Mine doesn't. I'm just going to paint mine white. I was going to put wrought iron, but it's such a big one and it curves. And I really do use it to put my weight on it. And my fear is having that many spindles change to the wrought iron ones that you put in, that it may not have the same stability. It is solid right now because it's the original built. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to mess with it. I'm going to paint those because I've been staining like a darker stain to get rid of that orangey oak, the railing, and then the base part. I'm going to paint the spindles white. We're going to call it good and keep it safe. I feel like the older I get, the more weight I'm going to put on that railing. All right. That's the side house is for Sabin's dolls. It's huge. And it has a full kitchen and bathroom. Like it's Dayton's home, basically. So he doesn't have to be in the camper. It holds a camper. It's big enough to hold a camper. That's what it said in the description. So he can like live in the camper. All right. We had that orange wood in our house. I painted it off finally once we put it on the market. Kudos, Jenny. It's going to be about my whole kitchen, all the cupboards, above, below. All those. I'm having a hard time deciding about painting those though, because it's solid oak and it's so much wood to paint over. I think this is going to take me forever, but I think I'm going to strip them all down So it's almost that bare wood, and then just put like a whitewash on it. So it'll look really pretty when it's done, but that's a lot of work, way more work than if I painted it. But then you'll still see all the wood. Because I feel, life is cyclical. So give it a decade and people are going to be like, ooh, the painted wood. Because painted wood was popular a long time ago. And then everybody stripped it off and they wanted the real wood look. And then that went out of style a few decades later. And now we're back to painted wood. So I'm thinking in about another decade or so, people are going to want the real wood thing again. Right around the time I get it. Because I'm about right at the end of every trend. Yeah. So I've decided I'm going to try to be ahead of this one. Because I do like the look of it. It's just a lot of work. If we're still here in 5 years, I'll be working on that kitchen. All right. My reaction was the same. Yeah, that was shocking. How many rooms and garages have boxes in them? I would love to know. I wonder if there's any footage of them during doing the move. I would love to see if they have any footage of that. And then they have to film in that new house. They have to. I mean, it's so much bigger and there's so much more room. Plus, they have that entire extra garage, 3-car garage, plus like side house thing that holds a whole RV. Like the amount of space is crazy. They have plenty of space to hide all their junk. So if they don't film inside the house, All right. They need 6 bedrooms so Robin can bring the clothes and dolls that are stored in the shed. Wouldn't it be great if she had a whole room to display them all? Oh, goodness. It's her barndominium, too. He'll put one up if he can. I bet there's some sort of ordinance. Oh, no, I think they bought in an area that doesn't have any restrictions. Or that could have been the other house that I thought they were moving to. That was the address that was on social media for a while. The floor and walls don't look good together, in my opinion. Yeah. And the more you look, when I first glance at the floors, I'm like, oh, I kind of like that really natural wood looking floor as opposed to fake floor, until you really look at it and you say, well, it doesn't look too natural because all the boards have like the same pattern. They should have flipped them around. Well, I guess you can if it's tongue and groove. Yeah, that wasn't a good. Yeah. All right. I think I did take the 3D tour of the old house. But now that you mention it, Wendy, I don't know that I took photographs of that. I had taken some still shots and they were all blurry in that. Or maybe I took them from the show. Now that I think about it, because the last time I put one on a video, I thought, oh, this is terrible. But I took it of the screen because TLC doesn't let you screenshot anything. You have to literally take a camera and take a picture of it. But I forgot that I do have some pictures. I wonder if I have those. Thank you for reminding me of that. So the next time I need to put in a picture of the art, I can go look in my file and see if I have that. They can bring their blue picnic tables. Yes. Oh, sorry, Shanna Banana. I was busy taking pictures of the new house, of which I didn't post any of them because I haven't figured out the new StreamYard since they did their update. Yes. Yes. I wonder if by the time she moves in, well, they're never going to show us her bedroom. So we won't know. It does have a huge walk-in closet. The house is just ugly. It looks like someone killed a leopard in there. Oh, goodness. You guys crack me up. All right. Made it to the end. All All right, well, we'll do this again. The next episode is going to be the trial. So they'll be going through the trial. They have to talk about it. They have to talk about what happened in it. Gosh, TLC, please do us right. Give us some information. Don't make this all about what Hillary thinks about it and how she's as much of a victim as she was in this episode. You poor thing. Ugh. And yes, she is talking to her kids too much about what's going on. She's making them worry too much. They are too young. That 10-year-old, too young. The only reason I would mention anything to the 10-year-old is simply because the kids at school might be. That is the only reason. But it seems like this is happening in the summer, but it's been a year and a half. She should not have any of those kind of worries. I would be just saying, no, we don't worry about it. You don't make your kid stress and worry about something they have no control over. Do you know the kind of anxiety you're creating in that child? They're innocent kids. They should not have any of these. This is they're not part of this. Don't put it on them. No. If it comes down to it and he gets accused of something, then you talk to him. It's not like they can never go visit him in jail or anything like that. And it's manslaughter, and he's a celebrity. He's not going to be in there that long. So I think they went about this all wrong. I think that they should have said nothing to any of the kids, maybe that older one. Kind of just mentioned, this is in the news. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. Should I give him a special hug goodbye? No, just like normal. This is, like, no. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. It should be a special hug goodbye because, we don't know what's going to happen. Absolutely not. You do not do that to your kids. And then if he does go there, if it ends up going horribly wrong, you sit down and you very calmly explain to him, just want you to know everything is fine. Everything is okay. This is what happened on the set. It wasn't your father's fault. And they found out that it wasn't his fault. And that's what this is. Manslaughter is. It's saying something happened that was bad, but it wasn't your fault. Just like if you were in a car accident and your car slid and you hit somebody else, you didn't mean to hurt the other person in the car, but sometimes accidents happen. And there has to be accountability for it. So that's all that's happening now. And so Dad's going to be away for a little bit of time, and then he's going to come back. You handle it like that. Chances are they wouldn't have even had to say anything. And now we know he got out of it, so they didn't have to say anything. And those kids wouldn't have had to go through any of the trauma. We saw the preview of it. The kids were crying, and she's crying as she's holding them. I'm like, this is a hot mess. This is all completely unnecessary. A lot of stress on those children that was not necessary. In my opinion. Okay. What day is the next live? Shanna Banana. The SOX exclusive will be Sunday night live. The next Sister Wives season 1 review will be Tuesday night at live. Next Tuesday night, and then next Wednesday will be the show. Can you see me now? People keep saying you can't see. You can see me now, right? You just couldn't see me before? I hope you can see me now. I can see me. Knit my bed. Thank you, Janita and Lynetta. Yeah, they tell them way too much. Way too much. Not necessary. Not necessary. We just see Robin's room. Nope. No, you can't see the house, or no, you can only see, you can't see me? How come I can see me? How come you guys can't see me? Hold on. Can you see me? Oh, wait, hold on. Bedroom pics. Can you see me now? I removed the bedroom altogether. I completely deleted it. Now we see the green Baldwins. Well, let me get rid of that too. Oh, new scene. Maybe this works. I don't know what's going on. Maybe this is part of the new updates. They have this new side thing. I can see myself in the screen. Perfectly fine. Oh, hello, Janita. You can see me now? I'm so sorry that whole time you couldn't see me. I thought it was just when I was looking for the pictures you couldn't see me. I apologize because I see myself. All right. Hello. Hola, slurs. Now you can see me. I'm so glad. Okay. Are they all at 7? This one is at 7. Tuesday night is at 7. Sunday night is usually at 7. That one I call an audible depending on what's happening that day. It's at 10 when Sister Wives is back on because we do a live watch together of the show, which I'm not thrilled with. But I've been bumping it up to 7. Sometimes it's 7:30, but it'll say in the thumbnail. I think it was a little bit later this week, wasn't it? Because I got back from my retreat a little bit later. Okay. Hola, pepinos. Oh, by the way, slurs, I am a Janita today. See, my name is Janita. I am from some rare country, so I can have an accent that's sort of Spanish, sort of Italian, sort of a hybrid of, I don't know, semi-German maybe? I should remember, my grandmother had a strong German accent. I just don't remember. It's been so long since she's passed. All right. Well, now that you can see me again, we're leaving. So my apologies there. You were sitting there looking at that bedroom the whole time. I don't know. I don't know why. There's a glitch. Glitches are happening. Obviously, it's probably because they updated everything and it's just not working smoothly. They're probably working through it. All right. Still need a Shanna banana. Cool, thanks. Still need to this and have no idea what a thumbnail is. Oh, thumbnail is just a little picture that shows up on YouTube where it'll say it's live now, and then it has the name. Just the pictures on YouTube are called thumbnails. I don't know why, but all the pictures. So the thumbnail I had this time had like the two of them on the right side from the same first picture, and then on the left was just her, I think. And then I think I had some words on there that said something like, is she gonna talk with an accent again or something like that? I don't remember what I wrote. Those are the thumbnails. So I shouldn't say the thumbnail will always have the time. Sometimes the time will be in the description with the thumbnail, but it'll be in there somewhere. All right. Stay, let's watch Balin. Is Balin coming on now? I love Balin. All right, no, I can't. I have to close my books. I was going to do it yesterday and I ended up going to sleep because I wasn't feeling well. I got to close my books for my weekend retreat. I can't watch it yet. And no, I can't watch Balin because I've only watched 2 or 3 episodes of it. I'm behind. I have to catch up. But enjoy it, Wendy. I like Balin. All right. Oh, that's nice, Julie. Heading to watch your last Sister Wives video about season 1, episode 4. Yeah, it was episode 4, I think. Right? Yeah, I think it was episode 4. Yeah. Good. Enjoy folding your laundry. May it go faster. Okay, I'm going to sign off. Good night. I'm trying to think of a Baldwinians. I can't think of a name. Then we really don't want to be affiliated with the season. Good night from your friend, Janita. All right. Have a great week. Love to you all. Thank you all for being here. This was fun. I don't think I would make it past this episode if I wasn't getting together with all of you guys. I'd be like, okay, I'm throwing in the towel right now. So thank you. Bye, everybody.